Hey everyone, it's Albie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be going over my favorite reads from 2023. So this is a romance reader channel, so they're all basically romances. If that's not your thing, sorry. So I'll start off with the books from January till December. So the first 6-star read, or my favorite of 2023, was Flawless by Elsie Silver. It is a cowboy romance. It's a little bit forbidden, grumpy sunshine, really fun story. So Flawless, really enjoyed. All right, my next favorite was Desperate Measures by Katie Robert. It's a modern retake of some of your Disney favorites. So this features a dark romance between Jafar and Princess Jasmine. It is modern day, which kind of a letdown for me, but really fun story. They're extra spicy, so not for the faint of heart, but a lot of fun. I have a review on most of these books. All right, my next favorite from this year was Against the Clock by Brittany Kelly. It is a semi-age gap sports romance. We have a heroine who's a sports reporter. Her father was a major football player. He has some severe injuries, and she starts falling for this quarterback. He is sort of a daddy type with dirty mouth. So really fun. It was a really fun sports romance. It was my first sports romance. I'm not one that typically reads them, but I really did enjoy it. It was fun. You don't have to be a big sports person to enjoy it. I think if you're really hyped up on the whole Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift thing, you'll really enjoy this whole series. There's at least 3 books in the series that are out now, but Against the Clock is the first one, and that one was my favorite. All right, let's see. I have another book that I was sent by this author. It was called Accidentally in Bloom by Elsie Kennedy. It's a small town spicy rom-com. If you are a fan of Tessa Bailey, you should really consider picking up Elise Kennedy. She really just gives a really similar vibes to Tessa Bailey. They're really lovely small town spicy romances. This one has like the daddy type with the glasses. Just really fun. All right, and speaking of Tessa Bailey, one of my favorites of this year, if you saw my worst books, she's on there twice. She is on here for a favorite, and that was for Unfortunately Yours. This is book 2 in the duet. The first one, Secretly Yours, but book 2, Unfortunately Yours, I really did enjoy. It is a what do you call it? It's not class difference. Yeah, it's a class difference romance. We have the billionaire heroine, an ex-Navy SEAL hero. He calls her Princess, I believe, and it was just spicy, rom-com fun. When Tessa Bailey hits it out the park, she really hits it out the park. So Unfortunately Yours was one of my favorites, just really enjoyable. If you enjoyed the Bellinger sisters duet, the One Summer and Hook, Line, and Sinker, you'll really like Unfortunately Yours. It kind of had that same energy, and I liked it. All right, for a historical romance, Not That Duke by Eloisa James. It was book 3 in the Would-Be Wallflower series. I believe that series is finished. What I saw for her next book coming out in the summer, it is a new series. So Not That Duke was really fun. We had a heroine who was brainy and quiet and shy with glasses. She was spectacled, and our hero, they were kind of like friends to lovers. I remembered what I really liked about this book is both the characters kind of let their guards down, because at first they weren't like sexually attracted to one another. They weren't like, oh, this is just like my pal. He wanted to get with Yasmin from book 2. And she's like, whatever, I'm not interested. We'll go on these like dates and like fake date and whatever. And then of course, because they let the guards down, they really get to know one another on like an interpersonal level, not with like the whole having up your airs and guards because of social norms and statuses. So it was really a fun romance. I had my friend read it too, and she enjoyed it as well. She didn't like it as much as me, but that's all right. I really enjoyed it. So it was one of my favorites. All right, and then I have a monster romance. This one is a new author to me, and I really loved her books. This was Getting It On with Gargoyles by Hazel Mack. It was a fun small town monster romance featuring 3 sisters and a gargoyle hero. My first gargoyle romance, and it was really fun. I've loved book 1 and 2. I have book 3, but I haven't read it yet. But books 1 and 2 were both over 5-star reads, but number 1 is still my favorite. So Hazel Mack is an author. If you love small town cozy monster mysteries, if you love monsters, you really should pick her up. She's just really fun. It's like, to me, I wrote in my reviews and stuff, and she really appreciated it. As I said, like, it's kind of like Halloween. Is it Halloween Town, the Disney movie? Halloween Town After Dark, and that's perfect. That, to me, that was a great description, even though I created that description, but I really enjoyed that one. And then I have another historical romance that I really loved. That was Knockout by Sarah McLean. We had, I can't remember any of the names. When we had a heroine, she was on the curvy side. She was always causing problems. And Inspector Detective Thomas Peck, was that? I cannot remember names. So Enemy to Lover, Cat and Mouse. It's like Victorian Catwoman, Batman energy. Really fun. It had a little bit of a mystery, but mostly was romance. And it was one of Sarah McLean's best for what I've read. So Knockout was, for me, a knockout. All right, and then one of my all-time favorites of this year was Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. It is a small town rom-com, spicy, that is set in Ireland. I do have a correction for the video I did. The hero does not have autism. He is demisexual. I kind of like went on a whole tangent, but he's not autistic. I don't know why I thought that. But hero is a little bit nerdy, quiet, shy, and our heroine, Lark, she is from America. She is a recent widow, and she's trying to reboot her life in Ireland. Sorry if you see my hands. I did a makeup swatch thing earlier. Sorry. So, yeah, Callum is our hero, quiet, shy, nerdy. He's a mortician. Our heroine, Lark, is an illustrator coming to Ireland to sort of reboot her life after the loss of her husband. It has fake dating, friends to lovers, and just had some really tender romantic moments. Just honestly, I'll call it now, Morbidly Yours was my favorite read of 2023. We'll put the stars and clapping and everything, but Morbidly Yours was my favorite of the year. All right, I have another fun monster, small town, spicy romance. That was by Honey Phillips. This is Cupcakes for My Orc Enemy. Honey Phillips was one of my new authors of this year, and I really loved her. She gives me like, it's kind of like Ice Spinner Barbarians meets Gilmore Girls or something. So like same thing with like Hazel Mack. Just this small town charm with monsters and spice. You couldn't ask for more. Just super fun. I really enjoyed that one. All right, and then I had a demon novel. This was Deal with a Demon by Amy Wright. This was short and spicy, you know, fun with a demon. It was one of my favorites. So if you like really spicy with monsters, Amy Wright is someone for you to pick up. All right, and then I did read my first dark romance of the year, and that was Screamfest by Molly Doyle. Super fun. It was the four heroes were all masked. They all dressed as like slasher film stars like Jason and Michael Myers and Ghostface from Scream. So that was really fun. I did not think I would like it as much as I did. My friends are concerned that I liked it so much, but it was fun and I liked it. All right, I have another historical romance. This was It Happened One Autumn by Lisa Kleypas. Absolutely loved it. I will say the hero and heroine, didn't necessarily love them, but there was like a subplot with some heavy emphasis on, oh my gosh, Sebastian, Saint Sebastian, the Devil of Winter. So Sebastian St. Vincent. I need a V8 or something. So Sebastian St. Vincent had a big introduction in his book. Is book 3. Really loved book 2, and I'm very excited for book 3. I did read the edited version, but the Smegsy scene, that is what people thought was removed, is just put into a later chapter. So I think it was like originally in chapter 16, but I think she Kleypas edited it down a little bit and put it in with another Smegsy scene in chapter 22. It's like 22 or 28, but it's not completely gone. It's just like moved and edited to mix with another scene, and it didn't bother me. It wasn't like atrociously changed. She honestly had like the end of like a chapter, like it ended perfectly as that chapter, but like my edition was the end, and then like the original is like more but it worked out really fine. It wasn't really abrupt at all. All right, and then and that's my final one. That was my final pick. So this month I've read a few others, but they haven't necessarily been my favorites. I have a Tessa Bailey to read before the end of the year. Hopefully I love it. If not, oh well. But yeah, these were my favorite books of 2023. My standout was Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. If you haven't read it, I think it is really worth the read. It's beautifully written, just has some really wonderful romance, and it's not overtly spicy, but it's just done really well. It's a really well written novel. Cannot say enough things about it. I cannot wait for a second book. So everyone, let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite read of 2023? Was there a book here that you did not like? Was there some you did like as well? Are there some you want to pick out and read now? Let me know. I'd love to hear in the comments below. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for sticking around with me for my quote-unquote smutmas of 2023. I appreciate all the views and comments and shares and likes and support I've gotten this whole year. It's just been wonderful. I've had a lot of illness this year, and so I could not really grow my channel, but I still think I got like 30 more subscribers, which is awesome. I didn't lose people overnight, so that's even more wonderful. But just thank you so much for your support. It just really means so much to me to have friends and to talk about books and not feel so alone. Well, I don't want to get like emotional because not my thing, but have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you soon for another video. Look out for Tessa Bailey's New Year's Eve book, same time next year, I believe is the title. I'll have that up on New Year's Eve, hopefully, if not New Year's Day. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Safe travels, happy holidays, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye, everyone.